Tom, our guest on the board you can't afford this week is Davie Sneddon.
Davie,
Welcome.
the only Davie Sneddon I knew.
Wait to hear the name of the company. Sales Geek Scotland. Love it.
So
Thank you very
I
much.
thought you were the Davie Sneddon from Pop Stars The Rivals, who was a songwriter. And you're obviously not.
I'm not, and I actually thought you were going to say I'm Davie Sneddon from Take the High Road there. But
I'm not that old.
okay.
Although I am, but anyway. But Davie, it's great to hear it now.
Thank you.
A great name, Sales Geek. So what do you do?
So what do we do at Sales Geek? We support businesses and help them to grow via their sales.
Right.
We're able to help businesses really change the way they go to market, help support through mentoring, sales training and development, developing their teams, their
Right.
staff, their people, helping build strategy. It's various different ways we do that. We provide some businesses with part-time sales directors, some strategic leadership in terms of
Are
sales.
you like the sales director that can't afford full-time?
That's it, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's your
fractional sales
marketing
director.
line.
Thank you.
Right,
We'll write that
okay.
one down.
No bother.
Yeah. So on that, we in our journey over the last kind of couple of decades, we've been involved with a lot of startups, entrepreneurial spark, entrepreneurial, all that kind of stuff. And we have seen many, many businesses where the founder's got a great idea, right? But he's getting no idea how to take it to market.
To market.
Great
okay.
idea, but no idea.
I take it you're hovering about entrepreneurial exchange, entrepreneurial hub, all of that kind of stuff to see if you can help people.
Yeah, we do. We work with a lot of really important incubators like that in Scotland.
Yeah.
The business originates back in Blackburn, actually, 8 years ago. Our founder, Richard Few, was a sales director himself.
Right.
Had the idea for Sales Geek, went out, launched it, built his community, his hub, joined his local chamber, joined some of his other business hubs, and grew the business, brought in some sales training into his portfolio and grew the business. 8 years later, he's franchised the model.
It's franchised it,
Yeah,
right?
so we have geeks now globally.
Global Geeks?
Yes, we're global geeks now. We have 14 states in the US,
Oh, really?
Dubai, India, and Sales Geek Glasgow was started by my business partner Peter Barclay 3.5 years ago. I joined the business 2 years ago, and we created Sales Geek Glasgow.
So you've got a franchise?
Yes, we had
Right.
2 franchises together that we, from the outset, Tom said to ourselves, we're going to call it Sales Geek Glasgow and collaborate and be one, rather than run 2 separate
Aye,
businesses.
well done.
Work
Good.
together,
Makes sense.
and that's really helped us to
So
be
what
able
was
to.
your background, Davie?
Well, my background,
Apart from Take the High Road.
I've been in engineering and industrial sales and leadership for
Most of your days.
25 years. And
Right,
I ran my own SME business for the last 5 years, which I closed down, did really, really well in that. But I wanted to make a bit of a change of direction more recently.
Right.
And
okay.
give me a wee idea of who you worked with back in the days in engineering.
Yeah, I worked for a global business called Worth or Vert, a German company.
Yeah, Worth. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
big outfit.
Yeah.
They were the fantastic part of working with Worth was I started as a salesperson and worked right through the ranks and they sent me to Germany to Worth Academy. They sent me to New York to do some training.
Right.
The background in management and learning was fantastic. And then I spent about 7 or 8 years with a company called Brammer, Pan-European Industrial.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're now called Rubik's. So some
So you
other
had good grounding.
great grounding,
Aye.
training, good leaders and mentors to bring me on. I came in from a slightly different route to business than my business partner because he went to kind of Glasgow Academy, went through university. I kind of came up through the ground up. Two different routes,
so you
but got
served a
to the
real
same place.
apprenticeship.
Aye.
I would like to.
So
I would like to
He's
see
the
that.
theory,
I would
you're
like
the
to see it
practical.
tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So what made you take that jump from being a worker, good jobs, good companies to say, no, I'm going to have a go myself?
I wanted, well, family first of all. My wife and I have got young children,
Right.
so I was away half the time. You know, I was living in a suitcase.
Right.
You know, not really sure when I was going to be home. I didn't want to see my kids growing up through FaceTime. So having that flexibility of being home and then being master of my own destiny, being able to kind of, you know, support and help people, businesses to grow. I get more of a buzz and more self-satisfaction than helping other people than landing a £500,000 contract for a PLC business where it's, well done, Davie, thanks very much for that. What's next?
Right.
Do you know, so for me, being able to support and help businesses, I get a better kick out of that.
Good.
Yeah. And you've enjoyed it?
It's been fantastic. And only last week we took the business and the next stage, and we've now launched Sales Geek Scotland. So we're now gone from our
So have you got the whole franchise?
the whole franchise in
Wow,
Scotland now.
good for you.
Yeah, Tom. So we're now taking the model that we've built in Glasgow over the last 3 or 4 years and taking it across the rest of the country.
And I've got a feeling that Sales Geek Glasgow is one of the top performers in the whole franchise. Tell me.
It is, yes.
Yes.
It is.
I had a
It's
feeling,
up
Willie.
there. It's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you.
And do you like working in the franchise model?
Well, I think, well, if you said to me 10 years ago you're going to be involved in franchising, then I'd probably have said there's no chance of that, because I would ultimately think it's diluting your margin. It's not solely your business.
Yeah.
But then I worked for a large global business called Snap-on Tools. I was a franchisor.
Not well yet.
Yeah.
I was a franchisor with them around Scotland and Ireland for them, and then I was a franchisee
Right.
with them as well. So I got a good 360 degree
an
view of,
idea how it works.
of how it works.
Right.
So that's what's really helped me and Peter to be able to drive the business from our side, because we have a really supportive franchisor,
Right.
but we're creating our own path even with 2 franchises joining together. That's never been done in Sales Geek history either.
Right.
So we're pioneers, and we are embarking on the next
Brilliant.
part of our adventure.
So when you come in and say you're a pioneer, we always look behind to see all the arrows in your back, because that's generally what happens to pioneers. But
Right,
you seem to
okay.
have it sorted. What's your question for the board?
Okay, so given what we've discussed around that jump we've made from being successful kind of regional business to national business, thinking about bringing the right people on, and that's the challenge I see in the marketplace a lot. You know, how does the businesses find the right people? Because it's tough, that recruitment market. What advice have you got for us to try and help scale, to bring in the right people across the country to get this to drive
So
further?
my experience, probably as we've had kind of like, quantum growth over the last 20 years, has always been everywhere I go, no matter what I'm doing, I'm on the lookout for a star. It can be in a restaurant, it can be a
Right.
boy or a lassie serving me, it can be anything at all. And I just see something, I see a spark and go, I've got somewhere where you'll fit. And I
Okay.
think you've got to drive the passion.
Mhm.
When it comes to sales, in my experience, like we've been fortunate, we've got big customers. Well, we've not got a lot of sales, we've not got a big sales team. Right?
Yeah.
So in fact, I've been put out of meetings before by saying I don't spend a penny in sales and marketing. Right, the marketing guys asked me to leave. Right, don't tell them that. But I think that in my experience in sales is that when you do get somebody that's really good, the thing you need to watch out with sales guys is burnout. Right, and I think that it's finding the people who you think, no, he's stable or she's stable.
Okay.
Right, and they, don't get the highs and the lows. Real good salespeople are people that go like that. See the guys that come in and do crazy presentations. You go, wow. You go, where is he? You get your head spinning. I think people that come in and go, here's what we're going to do. Here's what it's going to be. And by the way, everything doesn't look like that. Right, so as Tom says, every graph I've ever seen, from right to left, goes up the way. So I think that for me, what I've done in the years where we have, especially in America, done it in America, more of a sales team in America, that it was finding those guys, right? I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
I brought a guy on board in America who came from one of the largest facilities management companies in the world, right? And he was very, very senior, he was like nearly number 3 or number 4 in the company, big company. I won't mention him, right? And he was a cracking guy, Bob, right? And we brought him on, and at the time when we brought him on, we were so looking forward to what he could bring to the party that people who we'd been dealing with just started throwing big contracts at us, right? I had to tell this guy not to do anything, right? And he found this strange. So he was sitting in an office like this, saying, well, you need to get me into operations or whatever, because at the moment, because things are going like this, we can't bring any more. So my advice is see, before you choose something, you've got to take your time. Yeah. You need to have dinners with them, lunches with them, meeting with them, see what they're like. You need to know what their life is like, right? More than anybody else in the business, right? More than else in the business. I think that for me, that's what's worked for me.
Thank you very
So
much
I
for
think it's great advice from Willie there. My thoughts on it is that when you're scaling a team, those are the people that are going to decide your success or failure. So that's the first thing. It's so important. It's not going to be about you, because as you scale, you can't do every job anymore. So who you bring on is going to determine your future. But you know that. So then I think it starts with you looking at yourself, strengths and weaknesses, looking at your business partner, strengths and weaknesses. So, what are we recruiting for? And don't recruit people who look like you, you know,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
because that's a
yeah.
recipe for disaster. I've saw so many entrepreneurs, Willie,
Yeah.
and they'll go, "Oh, you and me got on great," but see, in a business sense, they just clash.
Yeah.
So you might be good at finance, but you might be bad at finance. You need to recruit to that. So it's about building a
Moulding the team. Yeah.
that's going to be balanced.
Okay.
And take your time and be honest. So you should do your partner and your partner should do you, just your scorecard.
Okay.
And then you say, right, so what we're looking for is somebody over here, right? So getting to that top team. And then as Willie said, I always get my wife to come along and have a meal with the top people I'm trying to attract
Yeah.
with their wife, because Marian's much better at it than me. And the only time I ended up in the High Court was with somebody that she said, he's a bam pot. And I went, no, I'm going to go in business with him. Ended up in the High Court.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get into business with him.
Do you know, that's really interesting. I hadn't thought of that because my wife has spotted something before for me in business and getting spotted something. So thank you for reminding of me.
100%.
Willie's wife is the brains of his business.
It's the last test. It's the test that they've all got. But I would say to you as well, and I can talk from experience in this, be ready to be surprised. Right? If you'd have asked me 15 years ago when I sent a young accountant who was kind of, he'd not been with us long, but he was floating. He wasn't going anywhere in my business in Glasgow. And I sent him to Australia, and he's the chief exec in Australia, and he's doing more Australia than I've ever done in the UK.
Wow.
Ever done. Right? So be ready to be surprised.
I quite like your analogy as well, in terms of don't go for the flashy person. In terms of salespeople, we look for that as well. Some of the best salespeople we've worked with, it's not been that stereotypical, sharpest dresser, loudest. The best salespeople we've worked with in the past are sometimes the most introverted, the calmest. They ask the best questions. They're the best relationship
So you know
builders.
what you're looking for.
So yeah, I think that ties in really nicely with that.
I can tell you've thought about it. So listen, we're
Thank you.
running out of time.
Okay.
Into that camera, do your sales pitch if anybody's looking.
Okay, thank you. Well, firstly, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Davie from Sales Geek Scotland. If anybody's interested in having a chat or a coffee about how we could support your business, you can jump onto our website and there's a contact us page or connect up with LinkedIn. We'd love to have a chat and a coffee and support. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming
Best
on.
of
Thank you
luck.
so much.
Thanks for
Cheers.
coming on.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
coming
Really
on.
appreciate it.